There's a beauty in the way you're worn, and the sharpness of your thorns, so vibrant in the imperfections. In the pain there's something real, all that anger so concealed. Still you're lost in how to feel, just let me hold that severed world. The pieces feel so cold. All the tears won't bring it back to life. But hate will always grow. There's a beauty in the way you lay.
The next session of the Aasimar The Tower. Unfortunately, due to few technical difficulties, aka me having a lot of my art and notes corrupted, I had to redo this session. So I apologize for the late start to my players. I apologize for the late start to my audience. And to anybody that's here to enjoy the story, I will work my best to try to get around technical difficulties, but if something like this happens again, I may have to delay. But for anybody else, if you wish to do your intros, greet your crowd, go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started.
Sounds good.
These like fireworks.
Especially if we do this one.
This. Oh, Jesus.
All right. Everybody good? Or is it still muted?
All right, I have it.
Okay.
Oh.
Would anybody like to take the opportunity to recap last session?
I did write out the recap.
I was about to say, I think it's the Tatsu thing with all the notes.
Do you want me to recap? I can.
By all means.
Hey, hang on, let me pull it up. I don't remember it all by heart yet.
Damn it, glasses.
Okay, so the last session, we had gotten our passports to go into the city, and after a few delays, mostly because Patu got really distracted by shiny things,
Hey.
we did find our way to the Adventurers Guild, and were given the test trial to take like a basic ass mission to go help out the farmer due to like something attacking his farm, goblins mostly, and we accepted it. We did do a little bit of talking as we ate before going to the farm, and we found some of the goblins in the field to be completely fried, and most of them covered in a lot of blood and different sort of claw marks. After we made sure the farmer was safe, we got our endorsement. The farmer turned into Morgan Freeman for a little bit, and then we started tracking the rest of the goblins or what killed them.
Yes.
That's where we left off.
That's beautiful. And I will also say for session prep, everybody gets their first hero point. Tatsu, for the beautiful recap, you get 2.
Okay, I maxed out on hero points then.
I believe it restarts every session.
Uh, so when it restarts, you get to have one every single session. So you always have one. By giving me two, I'm now full
Fair.
because I still have my one from last session.
Allow me to clarify. Assuming that we're starting from fresh 0, everybody gets 1, you get 2.
Okay,
Gotcha.
Got it.
I will take away that one.
There you go.
I wanna
I'm a
keep them
giving
all.
DM,
That's
I'm not
hard.
that giving.
But I must hoard, Dad. What the hell? You put this into me. Stop that.
But yes, as you barricading in the voice over there.
Oh, you could hear that? My bad.
As you start to move out to follow these tracks, for shits and or giggles, Patsu, with your acute hearing, you just hear in the most Morgan Freeman voice, "I can smell you."
My ears
I'm
perk
gonna
up and
creep
kind of
around
rotate
right
towards
now.
it like a satellite dish. Fear goes across my face for a second.
But it seems to just be the wind.
It must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
You
Little
guys
window.
continue following the tracks, heading out for miles and miles. And once you finally get close enough to where the tracks look the freshest, you come across a small area of plains near a rock cropping, slowly climbing up the hill, but just past it, you see the absolute magnificence of this continent. The bowl-like shape, allowing you to see for miles and miles. Almost as if you could walk across it in a matter of days, but seeing the absolute other side of it would be months of travel. And then I am going to ask for your perception modifier there. Here, let's find out who I'm doing it for. Miyako,
Oh, wow.
what is your perception
Perception check?
modifier?
Okay. Modifier +5.
+5? Yep. You get a glint of movement just past a short outcropping of trees. And you're able to recognize the sight and smell of blood.
Oh, we got Barcos. Down there. I think they're there. And she will point out where she saw the movement.
All right.
Do I hear anything?
After Miyako points it out, you're able to see it. You see a cluster of wolves and goblins seeming to face off with each other. Some of them even looking either dead or severely injured. this seems to be kind of a turf war that's going on between the two monsters, and you guys currently sit on the edge of the small little outcropping of trees there.
Okay. Miyako is taking out her shield and flail.
I hold my bow ready and like keep on kind of like snapping my my claws over to Serby to keep my pet from running.
Okay. Bear, Bloody.
I have my staff ready, but my Eidolon is also already out and ready next to me.
Rolling
Okay.
performance.
There
I got
is.
an 8.
You got an 8. Okay.
It was almost a 16.
Well, it's up to you if you want to use your hero point to reroll it, but well, I am going to ask Totsu for just trying to get this right when initiative starts. I'm just rolling for all of them on the same turn, or they are all individual.
That's actually going to be a DM's decision. If you have a bigger group, it's usually a good idea to group them up into smaller things with this. 3, 6. So 2 groups of 3 for them, and then the goblins group together just by themselves. Like one whole group for them. That's how I would usually do it. So it's up to you how you want to do it.
Okay.
I also like to
Then
mark
I
my
will
initiative holder.
And I will cue the music. I will say that for everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
So for those who don't know, that would actually be your perception modifier. Unless you are sneaking.
Perception is your initiative?
Yes, there is no initiative roll by itself. Your perception check is going to be your initiative.
Okay.
I
Then
got
why is there a separate initiative value?
I was about to say.
Is there?
Yeah. Under my perception is
Oh,
a
okay,
initiative.
so that is going to be your circumstance bonus to initiative. So if you have an item that adds something to your initiative roll specifically, whatever you roll for initiative, perception, stealth, or intimidation, that sort of thing, that initiative modifier gets added only for your initiative.
Oh, okay.
I did not realize that was actually there on the sheet.
So do I add it with my perception modifier too for my roll?
Yeah.
For your initiative roll with perception, yeah.
Okay. So in that case, it's a 9.
I got 22.
You got 9 and 22.
I have a 21.
Do I have to roll for Serby as well?
I'm
No,
just
since
going
it
to
is... God, sorry.
have them go on your turn.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I went DM mode there.
Bloody, you said you got a 22, correct?
No, I got a 9.
Or 9.
Yeah, I got 9.
The one thing I do appreciate out of Beyond D&D, if you have that attachment, or
Yeah.
was it Beyond 20? You can just click your token, hit initiative, it will roll it, and then stick you in the turn order.
Yeah, that extension was quite choice.
Why does it reset me?
I'm so slow.
That was probably because I added myself to the turn order.
Oh, you're good. All right, and for the bear.
7.
7 it is. All right. Well, it is the cat's turn. Also, I will say that combat
Yeah.
has not initiated yet. So if you guys want to take some time to talk amongst yourselves, plan for the battle, whatever you want to do.
Okay, so
Are you usually a ranged character? Or sorry, are you usually ranged?
right now, yes.
Okay. How well can you climb a tree?
You're looking at me, right? And I kind of like
I'm looking.
bare my claws out.
I also have never seen a talking cat before, so I don't know if you're clawless.
I was thinking
Natural state is just fluff.
out of character question. If I had, where is it? Oh shit. Do I have it in? My shit. I was gonna say I have the like extra bonus to forest creatures, I believe.
Like to hit?
Hunt prey. Oh yeah. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks when you seek your prey, and +2 bonus to survival checks when you track your prey. But I guess they're already right there, so never mind.
Hmm.
Good job, bud. You found him.
I'm gonna sneak forward and try to get a good bead on him. I kind of like tell Miyako that.
Okay, in that case, when you can, depending on how stealthy you are, if they notice you at all, get up in a tree, shoot them. For the most part, wolves aren't very good at climbing, and these goblins are single-minded. At least
take a
in my
second
experience.
I take a second to look down at Serby and kind of like kneel down, and like it doesn't seem like I say anything to Serby, but it seems like we both have a recognition between each other. And then I turn and try to sneak towards the wolves more.
Well, you got first move, so whenever you guys feel like you've concluded your discussion, you get to take your turn.
Archie, what about you? I know you mentioned before that your Eidolon usually takes the hits for you, ranged or melee.
It's melee. So they're gonna have to get up closer.
Alright. And you?
As for me, I'm gonna make sure I'm staying far enough back, that way in case they try to get closer, I can hit them with my staff. Or, hit them with my
Alright.
spells.
So, hybrid. Good. Jared, you've already mentioned that you've used your banjo before.
Oh no, it's not so much I've used it before. It's what I always use.
Then yes, you've used it before. How well can you take a hit?
Yeah. Watch and learn.
Jesus.
Okay, then we're sending you solo and you can take out the entire group.
All right. Well, never let it be said I don't do the work myself. And then I turn to Miyako and I give her one of these.
In other words, he's gonna do his thing, we're gonna do ours. Make sure you stay safe. Don't take any unnecessary hits.
Yeah, the whole
I want
fucking
everybody
point of
back
my
alive.
presence is in order to make sure that the squishier types don't ever get any attention drawn to them. That's how we saved that whole cave full of fucking kids from the fucking ice witches. Anyways. In the name of my father.
Oh, yeah.
Leroy!
I thought your last name was Shore.
My last name is short. My dad's name's Leroy.
Jenkins?
No, Leroy Shore.
Jesus.
I thought you were related to somebody I knew.
Probably not.
You
Anyway,
look a lot like him.
Oh shit! You guys
You
trying
have
to
fun with
figure?
that.
Leroy? Sure.
Should I go?
Alright. Alright, if
Yes,
everybody's
it is
ready.
your go.
Yeah.
Where's my speed? Is 25 feet. Or is that 5 including diagonals?
Yes, there is a little ruler tool. Or if you just click on your character token and hold it, you can actually hold control or right click and it will show you a little ruler.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
So just grab your token, right click while you're still holding it, and you can move. And you'll see a ruler.
Okay. And I'm going to move up here while sneaking.
Alright, good. And
Come on.
sorry, remembering rules here. I'm new to this. Go ahead and move your token, but give me your stealth roll.
And my stealth roll total 15.
15?
Yes.
Okay. Just pulling up my thing here. All right. As you start to sneak and get closer to the tree that you're going to climb, all of a sudden, out of all the chaos of sounds that are happening over there, you hear some shuffling, and then all of a sudden, like, one of them tilts their head up and then whips around at you.
Can I?
And then starts letting out a growl.
Oh shit.
Would he be too aggressive for me to try to like use Animal Whisper?
What's the equivalent of a nature check
Um,
or an animal handling?
there's still a nature check. Nature check's still a thing. Animal handling, let's see here. So if you're trying to issue an order at it, that would be the closest I can think of. That would be a nature check against its will DC.
All right, go ahead and give me a nature check.
Okay. Well, what is this dice doing? Okay, I got a 15.
15?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you're able to see its intentions purely. It's already got a wound on its leg and a arrow in its back. It's not looking for friends right now.
Alrighty. I try to throw another arrow into its back.
All right, let's see it. Roll the hit.
So while that's going on really quickly, if you're trying to figure out the motives of something, it is now called sense motive instead of insight.
Oh, okay, good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. It's in the actions list.
I have not memorized that entire list.
I still
It's a
have not
very
either.
big list.
I just look at it and go like, okay, what's this? Sense motive? Cool.
You know, if anybody would like to do me the world's largest favor in the temp chat, just put that list for me. That would be awesome.
It's too big
Like-
to fit.
Use
I got
Lou.
a I got a
Okay.
12.
Wait, hang on. Oh, damn.
8. Thank you.
Oh wait, should I have used? No, it's never mind. I got a 12.
You got 12? 12 to hit. It's on the wolf.
Yeah.
Fortunately, as your arrow sails through the forest, just barely clipping by the trunk of a tree, the wolf does seem to sense it, and it just barely moves its body as it just into the ground.
Okay.
If you have
And
one more
then-
chance.
Oh, I can attack twice.
You have three
You can
actions.
move, attack.
Although, do remember that every single time you attack consecutively, you get a -5 to your attack roll. So -5, -10, -15.
Okay. Does my companion use my like?
They need a command from you. If you do not take a command, their immediate thing is to dodge.
Does me commanding Serby to come towards me act as an action?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna essentially just like light whistle back to Serby. which it knows is to come towards me and get in between me and the enemies.
All right.
And it's
How the fuck does a cat whistle?
it's more like a you know.
Look, that's headcanon now. And just all of a sudden, like, from behind one of the trees, you hear.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh god, I fucked it up.
Stop doing that.
Okay, it was there. Whoop,
Okay.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right. Well, with that I believe concludes both of your turns. If there's
Alrighty.
any kind of like free action or anything you want to do, otherwise for everybody that takes their turns, completes their stuff, just give me a heads up, like that'll be it for me, kind of thing.
Gotcha. That is it for me.
All right. Then we go to Miyako. Miyako. Hatsune Miku.
Okay. So then in that case, Yako is getting farther in front of the two, just basically staring down the wolf and just raising her shield ready. And just making herself look like a bigger target to it.
Okay.
That is my turn.
All right. It is going to be the wolf pack's turn then. As the one that is eyeing you down, as Miyako just takes off sprinting, Patu, you just hear the padding of feet on grass just rapidly just whip past you, and you see Miyako dart past your wolf, pull out her shield, and just come to a stop. Right as she does, all of a sudden the wolf that was staring you down turns its head towards Miyako, darts in, and is going to jump lunge straight for her as the shield comes up. With a... Where'd my dice go? There it is. I will say the stats page on this is not fantastic.
No, it's not. Depending on which site you're using.
Roll 20.
Ew, no. No, roll 20. It does absolutely terrible. My recommendation is Archives of Nethys.
Okay. I will be sure to bring that up after this combat, but it goes to attack you for a 19.
19 will match.
Alright, meets beats.
No hits.
And then to be for 3 points of damage, it manages to...
I take none.
Okay. It manages to latch onto the shield and wrenches it sideways. Your wrist being bent to the side, and normally this would hurt you, but your expertise allows you to bend with a force. And then it will try to let go. and lunge for your leg. Oh, for a 23.
It also gets the -5, as a reminder.
Oh, yes, correct. So that would be a 17.
Miss.
All right. Well, with the 17, it tries to lunge for your leg. Unfortunately, catching on the back foot, it lunges forward and glances off your shield. The others. One limps up very slowly and seems to be snarling one of the goblins down. The goblin holding what seems to be a very crude spear is aimed directly at it. Seeing this, one of the other wolves is going to try to circle around. And I'm just going to do a bunch of dice or token movement here and some dice rolling. Bear with me.
It's nice getting in on a turf war.
Too bad it's not Monster Hunter Turf War. It'd be a lot easier on us.
Just glad we're not in the plains and I don't have to deal with the Balahara.
True.
Okay. The wolf that charges the goblin up front here ends up darting to the side, catching the goblin off guard as he just carries a very crude club. And as the goblin tries to turn around to guard his front again, unfortunately, it's a little too late as the wolf jumps on his shoulder, grabs him by the neck, just rips his head off.
Jesus.
Yikes.
The wolf here, seeming to be extremely injured, tries to go for a bite. Unfortunately, his back leg gives out and he just falls in front of this other goblin behind him, completely on his side.
Oh
He
no.
tries to get back up to back off, but unfortunately his current wound seems to be disabling him. And this one tries to go for the lunging bite, but as the goblin with the spear holds it closer, the wolf flinches to the side, unfortunately missing his lunge. That is their turn. We are now on to Archie.
Sweet. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm moving forward to here, which is my max. Yeah. And I'm going to have my Eidolon. I'm going to have it move forward as well. And then for my third one, since technically that's 2 right there, I'm going to have that move another 30 ahead of me. So it should be, yeah, right where I wanted it to be. Right here.
Beautiful.
And that's going to be it.
Now, in rules of flanking, side by side does not count.
Side by side does not count. It has to be directly across, unless it is a size large or bigger. In which case, so long as you are on opposite sides, you're fine.
Gotcha. All right.
But that's literally all I can do.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
Dad immediately read my mind of what I was gonna do.
All right, it is the goblin's turn, and I need to pull up their page real quick so I can actually remember their stats. Because for whatever reason, I didn't do that before. Oof. Okay. Goblins are
That
doing
wolf
well.
is dead.
Except that guy. I should take a photo of that. One goblin got 2 nat ones in a row.
Nice.
He just stabbed himself in the chest.
Goblin back here, holding a twig with a string running past it, goes to pull back a very short arrow, and he ends up firing it, landing it directly between the eyes of this wolf as it tries to retreat.
Ooh.
It just goes back down as quickly as it tried to get back up. This goblin goes to take a swing at the wolf that tried to lunge him and ends up it's scraping his side all the way behind his forward leg. And you see that it just starts letting out this massive pool of blood. And then the goblin with the spear ends up trying to charge the wolf in order to try to put an end to it with his friend, but drives the head of the spear into the ground, and you see it just bow as also the goblin. We're gonna roll a 50-50 here because I know so. Ooh.
May go without.
As the spear snaps and catches the goblin in the legs, sending him head over heels onto his back.
Oof.
Sorry. He ends up taking a bunch of the shards of spear to the leg, gouging it out, and he ends up not bleeding profusely, but noticeably from the leg. And that is the Goblin Pack's turn. Now, for the guy who's been soloing in the background.
Alright, so movement is a single action and attacking is a single action, yes? And I get 3 of those per turn.
Yes, you could do 3 movements if you wanted, or 3 attacks, or a mix of both.
I'm going to take 2 actions to move 50 feet up next to this wolf. And as I begin to swing on him, I go, you know, bud, to see things from your perspective, I have to crawl around and sniff asses.
Or for Dad's
roll
perspective,
to hit.
flanking. Yeah. For Dad's perspective, their AC is -2 right now from flanking.
Yep.
Okay. So, attack. Total of 21 to hit.
It hurts.
Okay.
Question: Is it
Damage.
10 over?
With a -2,
Yes.
you said 21?
Yes.
It is not 10 over.
Okay. Then it's not a crit.
Okay. Total damage is going to be 9.
Full damage 9. All right. Yeah, this wolf, after kind of glancing off the shield and the Eidolon running up next to it, takes a look at the new intruder, not catching you as you skid past Miyako's shield, and just, hey, bud! And it has enough time to basically turn its head halfway before it eats the ground.
Damn.
That is all my actions. I am done with my turn.
Okay. That being said, we are back up to top of the board, and it is going to be the cat dog's turn.
All right. So, question: If I command Wolf to run and attack, is that 2 actions that I'm using out of my 3?
No. By
Okay,
commanding it, you're giving it 2 action for itself to use.
Okay.
So move and attack to attack. So that does the wing.
Well, okay. Hold on. But okay, how do I do this? Nope. No.
You're talking about the movement measurement.
Yeah.
So grab your token while
Yep.
you're holding the button down, right click.
It moves the map.
It
okay.
will scoot the map, but if you're just holding your token,
Like left click to
So-
hold your token.
Yes. No,
Yep.
I left click to hold my token, and then I use right click to try to measure, and it moves the map and not my token.
Okay, here's my question. On the left with that bar, is the hand selected and not the cursor?
The cursor is selected.
Okay. Left click on your token first. Just click, then try and drag.
No.
Okay, then I don't know
I'm just
what's
gonna
going
measure
on.
the old way. Okay, so speed is 4. Okay. Let me double check. It's speed. I swear I just saw it a second ago.
I believe the wolf's speed is 40.
Yes, Wolf speed is 40. So I am going to command Wolf to go here and attack this wolf next to it now.
okay.
Okay.
And so it's going to do a bite attack. Going to use its jaws. Roll. There it is.
For the record, while you're kind of reading your stats and trying to figure that out, you guys have full permissions to do a bit of theatrical describing if you would like. If you want to go and say, yeah, I'm gonna tell my wolf that that I need him to go and just snatch up that other wolf's side. With a 19, it's going to try to bare its teeth and lunge.
Okay.
Perfectly fine by me.
So, Serby runs forward and essentially tries to grab the throat of this wolf and hold it down during the attack. And it rolled a 20 for a hit.
Roll 20. All right. And with that, go ahead and roll me the damage it does as it sinks its teeth into this wolf's side of its neck.
That is a 5.
5. All right. This wolf, not having paid much attention to what's happening with your group, was more focused on trying to flank the goblins. All of a sudden, he lets out this sharp yelp and tries to shake your wolf off. Are you going for a grapple?
Yes, the
Grapple.
idea is Serby's going to try to grapple to allow me to have a better hit after I move myself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a. Actually, I'm gonna just do this behind the scenes real quick. Where is Wolf Companion? Yep.
Bark.
All right, so
It is Young Wolf film, if you need that.
yeah. All right. Yeah. He tries to shake him off and break away, but your wolf sinks its teeth even further into its fur, and it seems to be kind of stumbling around, but not really breaking free.
With that yelp, I take I take it as my cue to run forward while holding my bow prepared for an attack. I'm
Okay.
going to go here and then fire an arrow at that wolf.
Okay. I'm going to say a low roll, be low 5, because your wolf is grappling, will hit your wolf.
Okay.
What you got?
Since it is grappled, it does have -2 to its AC. It is off guard.
Yep. A
15 to hit.
15. Well, and as the saying goes, when it meets, it beats. Your arrow leaves your bow, and it skims just barely over the water as it just collides with this wolf. How much damage does it do?
Four.
4? All right.
Unless I'm able to. No, yeah, 4. I was gonna say, I
Yep.
don't know if Hunter's Edge technically goes here.
Your arrow skims across the water, colliding with the back leg of this wolf, which it just kind of gives out. The only thing holding it upright and on 3 legs is your wolf's teeth in its neck.
Alright, and with that is my turn.
All right, Miyako?
Hold on one moment. Okay. This wolf's face is currently planted into the ground. directly in front of me. Yeah,
Yes.
she is starting to wind up her flail, just that whirl starts to sound as she begins to wind it up, waiting for the exact moment that it starts to lift its head just to hit it with an uppercut, using exacting strike.
Okay. What's your roll?
Let me see here. That is going to be a 21.
And how much does it hurt?
Not as much as I would like. But more than I was expecting. That is going to be max damage for 14 bludgeoning.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
You ever seen a skull get snapped backwards so hard that the neck breaks? Because its head's now laying on its back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep, this wolf, after getting a very musical concussion, the banjo comes back and it digs its head out of the dirt, lifting it up just enough to see the glint of your shield pass by its eyes, only to be replaced by this flying ball to connect directly under its chin. And well, the last thing that went through its mind was
A ball.
I'm gonna catch it.
all right.
And then,
I believe
not wasting
it's still
time.
your turn.
Yep, I still have two actions. One of them's going to be moving over here. It's still winding up that spot, and she is using exacting strike again. Which, since I did succeed, I do have the -5, unfortunately. Let's see here. Well, okay, that -5 is not going to affect me too badly. That is another 21, as I am here flanking and just using that momentum to slam the ball again into the side of its face.
All right. Go ahead and tell me how it gets done.
What, did he only have 1 HP left? 2. Yeah, I do a minimum of 4. So yeah.
In this numbers game, not surprised. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, with that in mind, since I get to have this momentum, I'm playing golf.
Bink.
All right.
Yeah, not even a word. The only thing that was able to be heard is a slight splash. Go, what the hell? What? And the head is now sailing off to the ocean.
Okay. Give me a coin toss.
I do not have a coin on me.
Just roll a 1d2 on roll 20.
Oh wait, never mind. I do have a coin. Let's fucking go.
Heads,
That is going to be tails.
tails. Okay.
He didn't get any.
Yeah. This should be funny. Okay. We'll go with this one. To describe the scene, after you literally had this wolf near everybody watch its own back, you carry off with the momentum of the flail, kind of like Thor twirling his hammer, skipping across the very shallow waters here. You bring it around on the back momentum forward and you go for an upper, but unfortunately you just catch it straight on. Still same effect. Head comes clean off and goes sailing at Mach fuck directly into the head of this goblin that's standing by as he goes ass over tea kettle and falls over and doesn't move.
Whoops.
Beautiful.
Damn.
I'm busting my ass laughing at this. She's just shield up, ready, and winding up for another one, daring somebody to come at her.
Serby sees that happen and looks up and kind of whimpers for a second while staring at Miyako.
Don't worry, you're safe.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright.
Damn.
It is the wolf pack's turn, and since their numbers are getting diminished rapidly, it's time for a bit of a. Okay. Didn't do good on that. Did horrible on that. Yeah. It is time for them to GTFO.
Unfortunate. They're smart.
Smart enough for survival tactics and pack tactics. That's about it.
Time to run the hell back home.
Alright. And
Yeah, man, none of them are in my range. No,
They
see,
are
I have a
going to-
reactive strike. I have attack of opportunity, so if they came near me, I could trip one.
It just starts running those fucking scorpions just digging the furrow.
Yeah, I could do that.
You trip one, the front legs go out, but the back legs keep going.
How smart are the goblins?
Well, the ones that are in the group watch the wolves dart away and kind of get this false sense of victory.
Oh yeah.
They start to kind of like cheer and dance around before they turn, see you guys, and they're like,
Oh shit.
oh.
Miyako, so just the head of her flail slowly swinging around, just covered in blood.
And with that, it is Archie and the Eidolon.
So what I'm gonna end up
Sounds like
doing.
a cool fantasy band.
So
Archie and the Eidolons.
my Eidolon is going to move directly next to this one, and it's going to be 2 movements because 30 feet's my movement speed.
What the fuck am I so slow?
And they're still
25
within
is
my
actually
range.
the normal.
I was about to say I can only go 25. Serby's just a fast wolf.
And
Archie's just really weird.
Archie's just gonna sit back here and just say, "Do it" to the Eidolon, and the Eidolon's gonna use its fist to hit the goblin.
Alright.
Whack.
And I want to make
Roll
sure.
to hit.
Stripey baby.
I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So on my pet thing, it has fist, and it says there's the D20, and then there's the 1d8 one. I don't know which one's the correct
so
one.
the D20 one is going to be your hit. The D8 is going to be your damage.
Okay. I'm going to do the roll. It also has a +7 on it, which makes it a 13.
Just refreshing myself here. So that's a -1, but unfortunately, that does not hit.
Damn it.
As the goblin is still kind of in that nimble dance, darts to the side right as a big fucking fist comes and collides with the ground.
Here comes the giant fist.
Well, unfortunately, I can't do anything else. That's it.
I believe you only used one. You commanded it to move and attack, so that was one. You got two more.
Eidolons are weird. Eidolons are actually really weird. Archie and the Eidolon share actions.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been doing more than my 3.
So
The Eidolon's
2
an
movements
extension
and
of
an
me.
attack.
Yep. So I used
So
all
you
the
got
Yeah.
one more.
No, I used 2 movements to get
So,
over there.
2 movements, 1 attack.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Oh, 2 movements.
Yeah, because
Copy.
from where it originally
I thought you
was,
only used 1 movement.
no, where it originally was right
Yeah.
here was 30 feet, and I had to move again to get there.
Okay, I see.
So I can't do anything
I'll
else.
explain what does what later.
Just real quick,
Yeah,
I want to see
about-
something.
Summoners are fucking weird.
Okay. All right. Well, since that is your turn, it is the goblin's turn. Seeing this giant monster, and the fact that it's just lost its weapon, is going to have to bare hand your ass.
All right.
But Bear's right there. Why is he using his hand?
I was about to say that.
With an 18 to hit.
Damn it! Hits by 1.
All right. Your Elon takes 2 points of damage as the goblin just goes up and just knocks a piece of vine off.
Bart.
And it shares the same HP as me, right?
It does.
If I recall correctly, you both share the same HP pool, so you're also taking that damage.
Yep. So I'm down. Okay. Got it.
All right, and then it is going to do a dirty 1 to hit you again.
I don't think that hits.
Let me make sure
And
about the summoner
it
thing.
tries to go back to hit you again, and it's just that, hitting perfect cell kind of thing, just thunk.
Damn.
All right, and then the other goblin is kind of trying to figure out its life decisions between seeing this giant ass monster, the fact that it's now noticed the fact that his friend behind him got completely knocked off by a wolf head, and the fact that there is still a whole party, including one other wolf, gunning for it. Wow. Okay.
Uh-oh.
How smart is it?
Not very. It's gonna charge.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent.
And it is going to use its crude club for a fucking 7.
Yes.
It will then try to follow up that swing again for a 16.
Miss.
Yeah, sounds about right.
My
After
AC currently is a
swinging
19.
I like to think the second swing hits the shield.
After swinging twice, the second one bouncing off of your shield, it kind of just holds the club, and you just see a single bead of sweat and realization in its eyes.
Oh shit!
That being said, it is time for the one who plays the tunes.
So, how fucking hard is it for me to walk over corpses?
You pass over the
It's
same
not.
space.
It's not a difficult terrain.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it is normal space. You just can't stand in it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up right there and be like, "Fuck, are you ugly bud? What are you gonna do for a face when the monkey wants his ass back?" And then I'm going to hit him with my banjo. That's a total
Fine.
of
Hold up.
Does it understand? If it does
do it.
help, it. Okay.
what?
How do you make this goblin's mind just melt from your insult?
I say exactly what I said, and then while it processes, it's kind of like Duke whenever the king is like, and then upon realization, you hear that fucking cast iron clanging sound, and it fucking just drops.
Why do I get the feeling you just swing the banjo and slam its head into my shield?
No,
Teamwork
he
makes
let
the
me
dream
vicious
work.
mockery it. I killed it without having to attack it.
I have secret rules. If the conditions are met, I will let him have them.
Okay,
poor
so
goblin.
that was.
I gotta see if this has fucking residual splash damage.
The other one here is like, wait, do I look like that? Has to take off the glasses.
Describe to me, if you would, how the residual splash damage not only kills the goblin in front of you, the residual goblin, but somehow brings the one you just killed back to life to kill him again.
Well,
Wait, where did you learn how to make?
I
I
rolled
killed
a
the
percentage
first
die
one?
for this. You killed the first one. The other one dies from the residual splash damage, and it is so intensive that the first one comes back to life just to die again. I rolled a percentage die. You got 100.
Damn!
Basically, I say what I said in the first one. I look at the other one and was like, "Well, you ain't doing too much fucking better, are you? But you look like his second cousin twice removed with a pile of dog shit smeared on your face."
Oh. Yeah. You see just a trickle of blood come out of this goblin's nose before it's just like.
And then I turn to Miyako and I go, "Wink." And I say, "Wink."
You just say out loud wink. Okay.
I wink and I say it.
Wink.
Jesus.
That's fair. Okay.
Oh,
There we
man.
go. right, and with that, combat is over.
Oh, that
Fucking
was colorful.
great. Great job, you guys. Just speaking to you as players for a moment here. That was fucking funny, fantastic, and I loved every second of that.
Honestly, I'm just Miyako over here fucking making wolves watch their own back. Like, just then goes up to the next one and just goes, "Four!"
So
Like,
good.
That was fucking choice.
It's just golf with friends.
So, for the record, I've been rolling percentage die this whole freaking time for the events that have been transpiring. Rolling for them, the goblins, the wolves, the everything, high of maybe like 54. You fuckers, on the other hand, I got a 92, 97, 383s, and a fucking 100.
You're fucking welcome, bud. Ah, fuck, after that I could use a fucking fuckers.
Well, you guys are free to do whatever you want. I know one of you was looking forward to his spear. I'm sorry, that was one of the lower rolls.
It's okay. I'm not too worried about it. It's like, oh no! Anyways, I could just buy one. That's not shit.
Dude, I got a couple of spare javelins if you want them.
That'll work.
So I'm gonna pull 2 javelins out of my little like side quiver of 4 that I got with my adventurer's kit. I'm gonna pull 2 out of that and hand them over to you, and then I've still got 2.
Can
Alright, that'll work.
Can I walk around and collect the canine teeth from the dead wolves?
Yeah. What's the equivalent of a survival?
There is survival.
Survival.
All right, go ahead and give me a survival.
Come on. Come on, dice. It's an 11.
It's an 11. All right. So I'm gonna take 3 rolls here. You managed to find 11 teeth.
11 teeth? Alright.
While that's happening,
Yeah,
Fireworks.
victory fireworks.
while that's happening, Archie's just gonna walk up to his Eidolon and touch it and cast heal.
Does that heal you too?
Okay.
It does.
Yes.
So you're just
I'm healing myself. How does it work?
Would you like the explanation as to why that works?
How do I roll?
the basic understanding. I don't need to know the details, but basically, he's casting a part of himself whenever he summons the Eidolon, so it's essentially like soul linked with him. Is kind of what I was putting
Absolutely
that in
correct.
Magic the Gathering terms.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. The Eidolon is part of his soul.
How do I roll on here?
R/space 1d8.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Now that all the hubbub's kind of like, oh, /R. Why am I thinking of Reddit right now? Anyways,
There it is. Perfect.
while this is
That's what I needed anyway. 2 points.
while
of
this is
health.
kind of going on, can I skin the wolves? I do have a dagger.
I mean, yeah, go ahead and give me a survival.
Okay. Okay, cool. Flat 19. I don't. I have a plus 0.
That's fine. Okay. You managed to get a couple of the wolf ears, which can go in the market for a decent amount of coin. You get 2 of those, and then as you kind of go for one of the bigger pelts, this is going to take you a while, but you're able to get about 70% of the full pelts.
Works
Would
for
I
me.
be able to assist due to my hunting background?
Aid is a thing.
So Patu tries to help Miyako with the skinning.
The quality of the pelt goes to high quality now. You managed to get about 90% of the pelt now.
Okay, thank you, Patu. I'm just naming it high quality pelt.
Yep, it'll be a high quality pelt, and it'll be 90% of it. So those 2 numbers will be key for how I price them.
Okay. And I only get 1 of those, yes?
You only get 1, and it's going to take you roughly, well, with assistance, it's going to take you about an hour.
Jesus, yeah, no, that's gonna be a heavy ass pelt. How much bulk does it have?
I'm
I get to
not
throw
quite
new
sure
words
on
at
the.
you.
I'm not quite sure on the
The conversion.
Thank you.
Okay, about how much would it weigh in items we know?
In items,
Yeah, just like real world items.
probably half of one of you.
It's a big fucking wolf.
Okay, so this thing is 150 pounds.
You 300 pounds without your armor?
About
Oh, you're talking
100
about
big
Miyako,
max.
not me. Got it. I'm sitting here like, damn, that's a big ass fucking wolf. Actually, that would have been 125.
We could have
With
Serby help us
Miyako,
carry it.
I'm gonna feel bad for breaking your wolf's back if this is as heavy as I think it is. Okay, so
He usually
if
hauled
it
stuff for
is,
me when I used to hunt.
We'll just say it's about
oh, okay.
75.
Wait, that's actually not that heavy. 75 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, that would be only 2 bulk. I can actually carry that just in my bag right now.
There you go.
Yeah, that's not actually too bad. Cool.
All right, and while you 2 are kind of doing that together, what are the other 2 doing?
There's a part of me that's taking a look at these goblins and being like, how fucking hard would it be for me to fucking cut their heads off and attach them to my shoulders as pauldrons? No, that would stink way too much. Let's see if they have any fucking coin purses on them.
Survival.
With a
Survival to
flat,
look for coin purse. Okay.
So the way that Carnelian typically does it is whenever you are looting anything that is not like a chest with pre-made stuff in it, you get survival, and then he tells you what you find.
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Hang on.
That sounded like a good roll.
He's
I
posted
hope
the
you have better
screenshot of
survival
this
than me.
nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Damn right I am.
Alright.
In the temp
Oh,
chat
that makes sense.
with a
Beautiful.
0 modifier.
There ain't no
Oh my
fucking
god.
Damn.
with
Okay,
the roll
wow.
I just had too.
Oh no.
So here's the thing. Anything below a like super nat 20 is a percentage die. 10 or below is half, and 10 or higher is whatever the percentage die is. I then roll a d12 to figure out what how many coins are per purse. So, simple math here. With
Oh,
a
no.
nat 20, it's 100%. It negates my percentage die. I then roll to see how many coins are in per purse. That's a fucking 12, my guy.
How many purses am I looting here? Just to be clear.
Every single goblin you see on the map has a purse with 12 gold in it.
1, 2,
Damn.
3,
1, 2,
4,
3,
5,
4.
6, 7.
These goblins
Yep,
got
7.
more money than I do.
That's 84 gold.
God damn.
These goblins have more money than my final boss in my last campaign.
I got 5 silver.
Okay.
I think you made your tribute for lunch back.
Yeah.
A little
But-
bit, yeah.
In the interest of, this was a team fight, I'm going to give every person 12 gold. So that's going to be minus 36 from me to everybody else. So everybody gets 12 gold. And then I'm going to hold on to the rest of it for now. And then in the event that we need to
yeah.
purchase anything, we have at least a little bit of a war chest started. So that way, if we need to get Miyako an actual spear, happy to do that kind of thing. Also, I'm going to turn to Archie and be like, so are you like a fucking shaman or some shit?
He's just laughing.
Real
what's
quick,
He's a botanist.
whenever you give Patu the gold, I'm gonna just grab the biggest canine tooth that I found off of the wolves and just hold it up with like wide eyes trying to give it to you.
I'm going to take this and be like, thanks, Patu. I'm going to turn this into a necklace. Appreciate you, bud. And I'm going to.
That was my
tuck it into
idea
my-
too.
Yeah,
So-
wolf teeth necklace. Not a bad idea.
Yeah. So, whenever we get back to town, I'll find some like leather cordage and fucking drill a little hole through it and fucking.
It's fucking
Wolf tooth
windy.
pendant.
Jesus.
Yes, as you guys are continuing about what you're doing, also the wind does seem to pick up in strength. And you even hear on the distance a storm. Although, what's weird is even though you hear the thunder, you don't see much besides a couple white clouds in the sky.
Roll a perception check.
Fuck. It
Go
just
for it.
reminds me of
That's
a
not
story
natural.
my dad told me once.
That's not natural.
Just kind of see Archie just looking up like, the hell.
I got a 13 on my perception check.
Yep. With a 13, you scan the sky, but it is completely clear. Though you do notice that some of the clouds are beginning to move faster towards the center of the Cirque continent. And it begins to slowly converge. And you start seeing this to the north. But
I see the border.
before you can go much of anywhere, all of a sudden something else catches your eye from the east as a very bright light all of a sudden starts to expand and get closer, and you all whip around to look in the direction just to see a catastrophic but somehow beautiful fireball heading just above you.
Okay, which
And
wizard
I'm gonna
is
see if
that?
this works. Oop. This. There we go. Did everybody see that?
Yep.
I did see the splash, yeah.
Alright. Okay. You all see this heading just above you, and it collides with the ground. Playing out this rip roar of an explosion as dirt and rocks get sent scattered,
I let
leaving
out
behind this huge crater.
I let out a and kind of like grab onto Miyako's wrist out of fear.
We should probably check that out.
I was thinking the same thing.
Great. Well, unless there's anything else we need off of these guys, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. We could probably leave them for the buzzards or whatever's around here.
Has it been enough time for me to get the pelt? Because I've been skating this entire time for that hour.
Yes, you did manage to get your pet.
Okay, cool, because I'm not leaving without that. That is good money.
Yeah, you guys were in the process of just washing off some of the blood and Oop.
Yeah, okay. I have to be right back real quick. Gotta help mom.
Okay. Well, it is about that time if anybody wants to take a bio break or do anything.
Yep, bio break.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good.
Going to flip this over to this.
wrong the last time I did this too. The first time you hit your hunted prey in a round, you deal an extra 1d8 precision damage. It doesn't have to be against your hunt prey. As long as you use hunt prey, you can use it against anybody. But it's only the first time.
Okay.
Well, okay. Reading this once again, because apparently I'm reading too fast now. The first time you hit your hunted prey. So yeah, it is specifically to the prey that you hunt. I'm sorry for the mistakes. I'm reading a little too fast.
You're good.
Hi, Blake.
Hello.
So yeah, if you were to say hunt prey against one of the goblins, the first time you hit them with that, you would deal an extra 1d8 additional precision damage, so long as you hit. So that does mean if you miss and you hit them the second time, that still counts because it is still the first time you hit.
Okay.
Precision is very good for sustained damage.
So we'll try to remember
And
that.
when you... Yeah. It is going to be a little bit difficult, but eventually you'll start to remember. You don't have to worry about this yet, but at 17th level, it does let you do it the second time you hit.
Okay.
And your damage type does, or not damage type, but your damage does upgrade at 11th level and 19th level. Which is very good. So I am excited to see you start shooting people when they don't get one shot by Miyako. I was not expecting to one-shot anything like that.
Yeah, I
And
was.
to be fucking honest, I don't think anybody was expecting me to kill 2 goblins with 1 vicious mockery.
I didn't even hit.
And not,
No.
and not only that, you killed the same goblin twice.
Kill
I'm
3
sorry,
goblins
Mike.
with 1
I think
vicious
I'm okay.
mockery.
No, I'm not okay.
I got 1 attack and didn't even hit. Just flunk.
I'm proud of Sergi
be
for
fair-
killing that wolf.
To be fair, I was planning on doing a whole lot of different things since I basically haven't been a player in a Pathfinder game, really, that is somebody who attacks. I play as a healer in my other Pathfinder game.
Speaking of, do we have a healer?
I
No.
can heal.
Oh,
You can heal how many
Okay.
times? Because if I remember right, you are a spontaneous caster, you only have 2 casts.
It says it's under spell rank
Looks
1.
like he's gonna have this.
So you're gonna see a flame icon underneath the rank of your spell.
Yeah.
That's how many casts you have.
It's 1.
So you can cast heal once, and you're out. You're done, unless you're using cantrips.
Right, and for cantrips, I picked up stabilize. That way, we can just in case. So I'm not a full-on healer.
No.
No.
I am also going to explain this really quickly because it will be important. Death saving throws are much more severe in Pathfinder than it is in 5e.
Oh.
In 5e, you get 3 death saves, and if somebody uses, not stabilize, what is it? Spare the Dying, you no longer have to make a death save. Good for you! And then you get healed, you're able to go back up, nothing happens to you, and you could just keep doing that over and over again. Every single time you come back up in Pathfinder, you get something called the Dying 1, 2, 3, and at 4 you die. Every single time you do that, you take a -1, 2, or 3 to everything, including AC.
Damn.
Going down is not an option.
Which is why I made this fight a slight bit underpowered.
yeah, we definitely need to be picking up potions and other ways to heal. Or not take damage. Hi.
I mean,
I will say, if you get, when you guys get back to Agrabah, you'll be picking up potions and ingredients from the tavern.
Okay, cool. I can start training how to learn how to cook.
Yep. Basically, when it comes down to potions, I do what kind of potion you're trying to do, and you'll get that potion ingredient costs this much.
Okay.
But unless you go up to the
I was typing there. Repeat what you were saying about buying.
oh, so when you're buying them, you get the cost. But if you want to buy potions directly, that's in the noble sector.
So what's going to be fun is making my own potions because that costs half of a potion.
That's fun.
Yeah.
The tavern can order them.
Yeah. So when you are making potions or you are crafting something yourself, the usual price for it is whatever the item is at base price, what they have on Archives of Nethys, divided by 2. And that's how much it costs to create a potion.
Okay.
Okay. Good to know. Well, since everybody's back, with jumping back into it.
Yep.
I'm good.
All
I
right.
am ready.
Because it's fucking windy out here.
It's fucking windy.
It is, and the sound keeps breaking for me, and it hurts my ears.
Yeah, no, it's
how's the weather,
it's
Ollie?
my
It's raining sideways.
thing.
Why don't you have an
Well,
umbrella? Have
I'm gonna
one.
disconnect from the
Where's
call.
it?
I'll be back.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Inside out, 2 hours away. Is there anything we can get you? Soup. What kind? Chunking.
Feel like the Serbi's just like staring at where the wind's blowing from, ears completely folded back and eyes closed, with that whole "it's fucking windy" face.
It's
I half
fucking
expected it
windy.
to be like. I half expected it to be the Nick Cage, like, face in the wind kind of thing.
All right. Let me pull up the sounds one more time.
Hopefully it'll stop trying to break my ears. I'm already deaf as is. Please stop.
Well, turn down the stream if you need to.
I do, but what it does is that it'll just suddenly spike up really fast.
Gotcha.
I wish it
Alright.
was something I could fix.
Sound should be back up. Everybody seems to be still doing the fucking thing. Shit. That's not fantastic. Oh, let me close that. Hopefully that'll. Okay. Well, with getting back to it, the meteor collides with the ground, leaving behind a crater, and I believe you guys were discussing about investigating it.
Yes.
Yes. We were
Okay.
discussing it.
So I'll let you continue from there on what you were doing as you start approaching this crater, which will be far left side of the map.
Left side. Not really sure what this is. Miyako is keeping her shield out and ready. along with that flail just slightly winding.
That's the reason I didn't dismiss the Eidolon yet.
Uh,
I am petting Serby for comfort.
I've got. So, in the interim, I've got my banjo held over one shoulder. I'm holding it in place with one hand, so that way if I need to bring it around for a schwack, I can, but.
A schwack.
Whack. All
Or
right.
El Kabong, if you will.
Well, as you guys start approaching this crater, expecting to see either a giant rock or the remnants of a giant magical attack, nothing becomes apparent until you get much closer. And once you're up on the edge, you see only one thing sitting right in the center of it. In a white gown with golden manacles around her wrists, ankles, and neck
Oh, wham.
sits a young girl. She is lying there completely unscathed. But she is completely out.
Upon seeing her, Patu runs forward to try to help. And just like, with reckless abandon, just like charges basically and goes to sit next to her.
I'm just picturing Patu doing like that cat like paw thing.
Yep.
The bap.
Not
Not a
not
full
the not the
bap,
mean bap,
but-
just the like the bap.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Attention to me.
Just bapping
Yeah,
the face.
Miyako is following more slowly and carefully, just keeping an eye out for anything else around.
And
You okay?
the other two,
I'm gonna send my Eidolon down with Patu, but I'm gonna stay on the edge of the crater.
all right. The girl doesn't respond. Her hair just flowing in the wind. But as you send your Eidolon down, all suddenly all of you feel the ground shake.
Oh shit!
The ground is wiggling. What the
And-
fuck?
Fucking music shift.
As the loose rocks start to crawl down this crater, you, Archie, notice a change off in the distance. Those once white clouds that were converging suddenly turn dark. That distant thunder turns to rippling lightning. Strikes happen in the same place over and over. A few times, then a dozen times, then 100 times.
You can count that fast?
I kind
You
of
can count?
And
Go ahead.
they seem to be crawling in towards the center. And in one giant flash of blinding lightning, you blink your eyes to notice that half of the terrain has been uprooted. And what stood in its place once was just some mountain ranges, some rivers, and valleys. sits the absolute epitome of horror as this tower dwarfs the countryside.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck! I hope there's no farms in that thing's fucking shadow. They're gonna have a hell of a time getting enough sun.
As the clouds begin to expand again from the rapid presence of this tower, what you thought was once the shadow of the storm, you now see moving in the very distance creatures, millions of creatures. And all suddenly you see fires, smoke. Hell itself has arrived. And it has left ice in your heart.
Well, that can't be fucking good.
Definitely not. I kind of look down in the crater and see if the girl is moving yet or not, and if not, I'm gonna command my Eidolon to pick her up.
All right.
I'm still trying to bap her awake.
Through your connection, as your Eidolon picks her up, you get this sense of surprise as you also get the feeling that this girl weighs almost nothing. And that is not saying that she's extremely light. A feather would be heavier.
Holy crap. I kind of say that under my breath, and I know since Jared's close, he could hear me say that.
So you'd say she's been on a pretty light diet then?
That's one way to say it.
Light is in weight or light is in brightness?
Flip a coin.
A little bit of both, got it.
Either way, you'd be right.
I'm kind of gonna look at everybody and say,
Soup?
I'm probably gonna look at everybody as I'm picking her up with my Eidolon and say, we need to get out of here and get her help.
Yeah, we do.
I nod and give a silent command to Serby for us to start like running out of the hole that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
The crater, yeah. So we run to the top of the crater and join up with the group.
Yeah, Miyako isn't far behind.
All right, you guys all get out of the crater and start making tracks. Where are you headed?
Back to Agrabah.
Back to Agrabah to the Adventurers Guild, preferably. That seems to be the safest place right now.
We have to tell the others about it and see if they can make a bigger party. I don't think it just us could take out all of those. It'd be fun to try, but it doesn't. I think it might be the last thing we do if we try to do that.
I'm worried about your definition of fun.
Honestly, I'm with the kitten on this one.
I'm worried about yours too.
I look at him and
All
I'm
right.
And
like,
I won't say mine.
I hunt witches as an occupational hazard.
That's a fair
So,
point.
beating up witches, honestly, fighting those goblins, kind of fun, not gonna lie.
The goblins were fun to fight. They reminded me of home.
But yeah, I'm definitely
Oh.
back to the city.
All right. It takes you quite a while, though the only real additional weight that you guys are carrying is the loot that you managed to get from the previous fight. It takes you a little while running past the turnoff where you saw the farmer, and back down the road the cart once came down on.
As we pass the farmhouse, I'm gonna say, guys, we should tell the farmer and see if he can. He shouldn't stay on the farm if there's things coming towards him.
Yeah,
Did we
can
actually
let
see
him
which
know,
way
but
the creatures were moving?
Sorry?
Did we actually see which direction the creatures were moving, or were they just kind of there?
Outward.
Outward. Okay.
From the tower, or where?
so like this. Wow.
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
tower.
go
they were
bigger, but from
emanating.
where? From the tower. Okay. Then, yeah, we should warn him. He seems a little bit too far away from the city. We don't know where they're going.
That's true.
All right. As you get close to the turnoff and seeing Agrivon in the distance, you guys turn and make your way back for the farmer. And why is there two of you? There we go.
Meow.
Meow. All right. And then it's not long before you break through the trees and find that familiar dirt road.
I'm going to command Serby to basically run as fast as he can to the door and try to get the farmer's attention.
Don't do that. You're gonna fucking scare him as soon as I see the dogs take off.
Do I have to measure it
Alright,
out or
well-
just send it?
Just send it.
He goes all the way there, barking the entire time, and like a not like an angry bark, but like a attention-getting bark.
A warning bark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Help! Hey!
You see the front door crack open and a familiar head stick out. He sees the dog and immediately goes to shut it again before he looks in your direction, and then he opens it a bit more and steps out.
Dog's kind of like wavering, trying to get his attention, and turning back towards the party, wagging its tail, trying to get the farmer to follow.
From this distance, you can't really see much of what's going on in his expression, but he starts to very slowly walk forward.
As that is
Yeah, that's-
happening, I'm running not as fast as Serby over here so that I can get within shouting distance.
Okay.
Um,
The rest of you, real quick, what are you doing?
Also going over. Mostly just trying to get that sense of urgency out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be presence with the party.
Moving forward as well.
All right. The farmer sees all of you, and you see him kind of get this happy smile before he looks at the Eidolon, and you see his head just kind of cocked to the side.
There seems to be a tower that appeared out of nowhere during the storm. It might be safer to go over to the village or city village for now. There's creatures out, and we don't know where they're gonna be.
It's not
Wait,
safe. Come
there's
with us.
I'm confused. There's a tower and creatures go to the city.
Just
What's
come with
not
us.
safe?
There's no time. Just come with us.
I point towards the tower and just
The
wait.
tower that is
and-
very clearly visible.
And he seems to kind of like look around the trees, and he takes a few steps back to see over him, and then his eyes go wide. Is that what that shaking was?
That's what it was.
Yes. And
Oh.
right now, we are not safe.
I need to grab a few things. I shouldn't hold you back. Go back to the city. Go warn them. I will head back soon. Holy shit! What the fuck?
My eye holes.
I don't know what that was either. There's something going whoosh.
And with that, he'll turn back and start heading towards the house again.
Can I command Serby to stay with him as protection, due to Serby knowing my scent and knowing where to find us at, so that he can lead the farmer back to the village, or to Agrivon rather?
Sure.
Serby, if he doesn't come by nightfall, then just leave him, okay?
Fast forward to us being back in the town. Serby shows up. Old man's nowhere in sight. Calling it now.
Absolutely calling it. He intentionally was like, okay, I'm gonna be too slow. You're gonna die if I'm not here. Go without me.
All right.
So,
Uh,
kick his ass out.
your trusty hound runs back into the still open door that the old man left behind, and you just hear a loud, "What the?" and then a crash.
Oh, jeez.
My ears perk up, but I trust in my companion. In my canine.
And after giving the old man a heart attack, all right, what are y'all doing?
Heading
Heading
back,
back
to
to
Agrivon?
town. Banjo is slung and ready for action if need. And away we go.
Yep.
Most we can do is head back.
All right.
Like I am very tempted to just go over there, grab the old man, and start carrying him off, but Miyako's not gonna do that.
Serby will be able to keep him safe.
Yeah, Miyako's just gonna be like, okay, if he doesn't show up, he doesn't show up.
I put a contingency
Alright.
in place.
Oh,
As we
it's-
approach the gate, passports out.
I was gonna say, as you start heading down the dirt road and get just past the bridge and the gate, the front tents is still standing, actually completely quiet today. The two guards that sit at the tables seem to be kind of comparing notes, One tosses a scroll to the other one, and without looking up from what they're doing, they just grab it out of the air, unfurl it, close it again, and continue writing. And then as you get through the gates, they look up at you. When you pull out your passports, they give you a nod and kind of gesture behind them to pass.
Nod and keep going. Wait.
And I will say, as you get past the tents, who's the last one?
From the perspective right now, me.
Okay. As you begin to pass by, one of the guards notices you're hurrying, and looks at you. Hey, real quick, everything okay?
It's the end
I
of the world
look in the
as we
direction
know
of the
it.
tower and point and be like, unless you can't see that.
You are pointing at a very tall wall.
There's no way they haven't gotten reports of it already.
Or at least the shaking of the ground.
They have watchmen on the top of the wall. There's no fucking way they didn't report that.
Huh, must have been the wind.
Some sort of mysterious dark tower popped up in the middle of the wilds of the continent.
Okay.
It's gonna get crazy.
The other one, hearing your statement, steps up to the gate and peers out. She then runs back. Get the guard captain now. And she just
Fuck on! You got watchmen at the top of the wall, and you're just now finding out about this.
I'm gonna run over here and I'm gonna look at her and be like,
If you guys close the gates, can you make sure you let my dog in?
We can't close the gates without an order. If they give us an order, we don't really have a choice in the matter. That being said, I don't think they would close it when they would try to get people in.
Okay, good, because he's coming back soon.
By any chance, is there anything else you can provide?
My dog, my Wolfie should be coming with a farmer, if the farmer's smart enough to follow him. But tonight, at some point.
Miyako is going to walk up, and because I have no idea what his wolf looks like, she's reciting what the wolf actually looks like, along with the farmer's description. Instead of just calling it Wolfie.
The farmer sounds like he could tell you he just
Morgan
killed your
Freeman.
family with a butter knife, and you would be okay with it somehow.
Also,
Only
he can
sometimes, so.
also he can smell you for some reason.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, I will keep an eye out. Is there anywhere I should hide your companion?
Keep the farmer safe, and Serby, my wolf, he'll know where I am.
Oh, okay. We'll try to keep an eye out for him. But where are you headed now?
The Adventurers Guild. We're gonna let them know that this is happening.
Yeah, that's what it's called. We're going there.
Oh, you got your adventurer's licenses. That's amazing. We'll take any kind of information you have once you report there.
Understood.
Thank you.
Then I start running away to go towards the guild.
Yeah, following behind him. Need to get to Adventurers Guild.
All right. You guys start heading the usual route, and it's not long before you get back into the main city. The sound of crowds dying down as it is approaching the late afternoon, almost evening.
Guys, come on. Let's go report to the guild.
Like how you say that, and immediately it's just fucking.
Nyom.
Just...
Gone.
I like to think that it's just Patu just sitting there going, "Come on, guys, we can." Oh, and then just takes off after y'all.
We ain't waiting. We got places to go.
I'm like trying to think of the name of the like guild head in there, and I'm just like,
Guys, we need to go talk to. Oh, okay.
and then start following.
All right, you guys make it to the guilds, walking through the open doors, and you see that the fireplace and the candlelights bathing the room in this warm glow. People seem to be either reading or just kind of sitting in a chair, closing their eyes and resting until you also come darting in, where all heads just turn towards you.
It's gonna look really awkward with my Eidolon carrying somebody.
Honestly, I thought you're. Never mind, I'll hold that thought for later.
All right. And you make it to the desk. The man behind the counter seems to be kind of reading through a list of scrolls and then kind of glances up at you. Oh, welcome back. I didn't expect you to be back until at least tomorrow.
It's got to be the middle of the fucking night right now.
Yeah,
'Cause we left
he said
a
the
little
late
afternoon.
afternoon. He said that we got here by late afternoon, early evening. So it's early evening right now.
We left in the early afternoon. We spent 3 hours walking to the farm. We spent several more hours walking out into the middle of the fucking like plains in the woods. So that's several hours back to the farm and like 3 hours back. 6 hours between the farm and here on its own. That should be late evening, plus the time trekking out into the wilderness. We should be back here around fucking midnight.
We are using fantasy time.
Fine, you're back at midnight.
Technically, we are here tomorrow.
So technically,
We are here
If I can
tomorrow.
do on rules, it's technically it is tomorrow. So there you go.
Serby would be on the way back towards Agrabah with or without the farmer.
With or without the farmer, yeah. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
well,
without.
We will
Leave
find out
Serby.
whenever he gets here.
Um,
Fair enough.
So as you make it in and tell him that, he just looks at you and goes, okay, fine. I was expecting you much later. That being said, how'd it go?
Some shit got fucked up.
The the goblins were taken care of. We also had to take care of some wolves along the way, and some other things that ended up happening that made us rush back. Namely, there is a tower that has a lot of creatures flying out of it, that came out of it, and we found this girl in a crater that came from something from the sky.
I go over here, and as he says "girl in the crater," I run over and like slowly boop her on the nose, see if she wakes up yet.
Archie's just gonna sit there and go, room now, please.
Yes, I can get you a room for her. Is she okay?
We don't know.
And he starts
don't
rifling
know.
through his desk. Okay, I'll
I have
call
absolutely
her.
no idea. Yes. Please.
He snaps his fingers a few times, and one of the people in the tavern stands up and walks over. Oop, right as I stick him on top of somebody.
Me?
His name is now Boop.
It seems to just be a young kid, and he kind of looks around at all of you and then looks to the gentleman across the desk. Yes. He goes, healer. Go bring her here. Right away. And he darts out of the guild hall here.
Mm-hmm.
Hatu lets out one of a big yawn.
Oh, I suppose you lot will need a room as well. I have 2 keys here. By any chance, did you get your missive notarized?
Yes, we have it endorsed.
That is amazing. I will
I
take
believe
that.
it was Jared. Okay. I believe Jared has it. I know one of us has it.
He,
Okay. Gives us over.
he takes the missive and reads it and gives a small nod, and he holds 2 keys. He passes it through the window, and he says,
What is a
door on the
window?
left, yes, it is. He's sitting behind a barred window,
Okay, he's a bank teller. Cool.
basically. He points at the door, set of double doors on his left, and he goes, through there, make a right. The one on the far end will be for you, and then the one just before that will be for her. Leave her in there, and we will be sure to get the healer to her.
Okay.
Archie's gonna thank him. He's gonna take the key for her room and send his Eidolon in there with her.
Okay.
Yoink. And
Far left at the far end.
I thought it was this end.
Didn't hear if it was. I didn't hear if it was to the left or the right. I think it was to the left.
Double doors to the left, far right side of the hallway.
So,
So-
double door.
Yeah, he's in the right place.
Oh, okay.
Haha.
Yeah, the double doors. being
Apparently,
the
I
doors
don't know
to the
my
back
directions.
hallway.
Cool.
His left, or the double doors, far right side of the hallway.
Whee.
The Eidolon's gonna place.
I'm stuck in
her
the
down
doorway.
on-
Let's go.
You gotta open the door.
No.
But the Eidolon's gonna place her down, and the Eidolon's just gonna sit in the corner here.
Okay.
Patu sees that she was taken into the room and taken care of, and then goes over to the fireplace. Is that over here? Yeah, that's the fireplace, right?
Yes, that is the fireplace.
So I'm gonna sit over
One of
by
the
the
fireplaces.
fireplace on the carpet by the fireplace, and very quickly start to nod off.
Now, Archie is gonna head
Honk,
down
meow,
to
meow,
the
meow, meow,
room.
meow.
Honk. That way I'm still
Alright,
close
Sitting
by.
in front of the fireplace. As we kind of wind down after the absolute insanity that we've done, I'm gonna start playing a slow rendition of Binary Suns on the banjo.
I seem asleep, but my ears still perk up at the music coming from the banjo. And they kind of just like
Miyako-
each pluck.
Miyako is staying at the desk, just looking at the man. So, now that we've done the trial and all of this excitement is mostly done with, well, what's next?
Well, now I would be giving you your adventurer's permits, but seeing as most of your party is either retired for tonight or is in the process of doing so, I can do that first thing in the morning. That being said, I would like to hear more about what you were talking about before.
We had gone over to the farmer only to find most of the goblins strangely burnt, as well as gouges that suggest possibly wolves or some other type of creature. We didn't actually find out what caused the burning. Then we went after the rest of the pack and found that they were instead fighting wolves. And, well, they all ended up dying except for one wolf. That one ran away. Then suddenly the wind started to pick up and a massive fireball of some kind crashed down next to us, and when we looked in, that girl was in it with the golden shackles. And then moments afterwards, a tower just suddenly appeared almost out of nowhere, casting a massive shadow and taking over most of the land, I believe by the sea. And then countless amounts of creatures started to just flood out of it. Not really sure what's going on. The guards do know. We did tell them as we walked in.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Forgive me
This seems
for
insane to me.
an incredulous notion. That tale seems adventurous, to say the least. And you see this kind of slight look of disbelief on his face.
If you would
until he
like to
turns-
see it, it is visible.
Oh, it's visible from here.
Player doesn't know which direction it is, but I'm going to say yes. Because that seems rather massive.
That is quite terrifying. I wonder if the
Yes.
city guard is already in preparations. By any chance, do you know what kind? Oh, looks like your healer has arrived. And right then, the young man in tow with a woman dressed in pelts and seeming to carry a pouch very tightly to her, walks back in. The boy breaks off and goes to sit at the table he was at again. Heard you needed me. Which room? And he looks over. Room
Follow
3.
me.
Oh,
Yeah, Miyaka's just follow me and immediately starts walking.
Okay. Lead the way.
Doors. There are
The
problems
worst
for me in
enemy
real life
in
and in
ATT
game.
RPG.
Telling your party, open the door.
As you both walk in, you see first her laying on one of the beds, completely still unconscious. And as the healer walks in, she kind of glances to the left, and you see her do a jump.
You are safe. This is one of my companions.
Oh, okay. Good. It's a little unsettling. I'm gonna need some space to focus. Could I have the room with her?
The Eidolon's just gonna walk
I
out and
will
sit
talk.
right here.
Okay, that answers my question. I was going to see if Archie needed to tell you that. This is perfect. I will be outside the door if you need me.
Thank you. And with that, she starts pulling out vials and rags and a ceramic bowl. She walks to the table side and where there's a pitcher and starts pouring the water from the pitcher into the bowl. Right as the door closes.
She is going to go and take the time to take off her fucking armor because that shit's heavy. No, like a breastplate is heavy.
Archie's just sitting there laying on the bed with his hands up like this, looking up at the ceiling.
Being respectful. I appreciate that.
There's also the fact that she's not taking off any clothes, it's just her armor.
What is the cat and banjo doing?
Cat is completely passed out, just lightly snoring.
The cat and banjo sounds like a tavern. I'm working my way through a variety of tunes by the great bard John Williams. So I started with, Binary Sun. Then now I'm probably playing a jaunty fucking Ewok celebration or something.
Okay. All right. Well, with everything now kind of winding down for the day, is there anything else that anybody wants to do before we end today?
Other than as soon as Miyako gets her armor off, she is going to go back to standing outside the room and just waiting to be needed for anything.
Okay.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride.
Is anybody,
Ain't nothing gonna hold me down.
Is Patu
Like nobody bats an eye about him just sleeping on the carpet out by the fireplace.
I don't think anybody's gonna question it.
Nope, you are left to your devices.
He is just fully passed out.
And for you, Bear, what are you doing? Are you gonna wrap up
just-
for the night, or are you just hanging out with the cat?
I'm hanging out with the cat, make sure nobody bothers him.
Okay.
Katu is very used to sleeping wherever. This is, I think, his like first or second night inside of a building, basically. So he just felt warmth and was like, "That's it. That's where I'm going."
All right. Well, as we make it into the next day, I'm also gonna have to be wrapping up session here soon. But is everybody okay with doing just extra half hour?
If I do, I just have to go feed the dogs real quick and help my mom.
Okay. Then why don't we do that while I do some token motion?
Token with the motion, okay.
Okay.
Everybody's in this now. Come on, baby, do the
Okay,
token
I'm gonna be right back.
motion.
Let's see here.
Ow.
Oops. That's the wrong map. That's the right map.
Ow.
Mm.
Jesus. Okay, that can get big.
That's
will be-
probably what we saw freaking earlier.
I will be right back. 2 minutes.
Okay. Mm.
I made sure not to mess with the FX while we were in the middle of important stuff.
I appreciate that.
But since we're at a not so vital thing,
Yes, go nuts. Y'all don't hear the music, right?
No.
not presently now.
Good. Because it's the preview thing, which always plays at max volume, so I'm making sure not to blow out your ears.
Appreciate it. Unless we were talking about blowing my back out, and then hey, maybe.
Now I hear it.
I was looking for a good idol song. We'll say the last piece of art we'll use in the session is not quite right. It's missing a couple items. But I don't feel like commissioning every piece of fucking art I have, so AI it is.
Understandable.
You guys having fun at least?
Oh yeah.
I'm just glad that I got to use my vicious mockery. Because my next one would have been, Bud, you are so full of shit, you need a laxative just to fucking talk.
The one thing I will say, and it's to the YouTube side of people that watch this like later on, if you want to hear the music that's being played, you need to come watch live. That's the only way you're going to hear it.
Unfortunately, due to the fact that limitations on using music like such as playing is not really copyright friendly. We like to use more inspirational, or more specifically, I like to use more inspirational and emotionally touched music, and a lot of the copyright-free stuff usually doesn't hit the mark.
You tried
So that-
Jonathan Young's D&D music?
I have, and unfortunately, his list is very limited. Where I would
Fair.
use that, and I would totally compile a list just based on that, going back and forth based on the complex events that we're going to have in this prolonged campaign. That's going to get repetitive real quick. But since everybody is back, how does I'm assuming long rest?
Long rest does not full heal.
Yeah. But at the same time, I think anybody that was damaged repaired the roots. No pun intended.
Uh-huh.
Weirdly enough, I think that's the only...
I was the only one that took
Yeah.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
We got off very light in that fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Speaking of that fight, did we get experience or is that a separate thing?
We are not doing experience. We are doing milestone.
Gotcha.
so, by the by, your Eidolon. I just kind of picture it as like a mass of like vines and leaves that's roughly humanoid shaped.
I am Groot.
Kind of a plant golem.
Yeah, it's a guardian plant. So yeah,
I
basically.
was thinking more like a wood dryad.
I am Groot.
I just thought it would have been hilarious if instead of carrying the girl, it was carrying the girl inside of it.
It has a fucking kangaroo pouch of vines.
No, like she was like it was
Just go
Inside of her.
inside.
She was
like she
bondaged
was
up.
essentially wearing it like a suit of armor. That's what
Just
my
passed
brain
out.
like. That's like what my brain was kind of picturing.
As far as
She
I'm
was
aware, I
bondaged up
cannot do
against a
that.
tree.
That makes sense, but it's still kind of fun to think about.
It is funny.
I was fully expecting to get attacked by more things, which is why I kept putting up my shield, just like, okay, what the fuck is bring it?
Giving the DM ideas.
Oh boy.
He was bondaged
Now we
up
need to
by
start
a
getting
pole against a
potions. We need to,
Potions need to be bought. They need to be bought now. Oh,
they need to be bought in bulk. Because thankfully, potions only in action.
all right. I will say it doesn't go long into the night before I realize that I picked the wrong map. Before the first people to notice move is Patu and Jared. As ultimately the doors swing open, and standing at the door is the guard from the front gate.
Ooh, a guard, fancy.
The noise causes
Uh,
Patu to stir and stand up quickly, looking around for Serby before remembering.
Oh, there you are, adventurers. And she holds the door open, and I'll let you place the token down so you can control it. She opens the door a little bit more, and Serby pokes his head through.
I don't suppose there was a
It's
farmer
fucking
attached to
idiot.
that thing, was there?
Yes, there was a farmer and a few
Oh, good.
farmers
Right.
Wait, who do I put
and a
token
few
on?
villagers. There's a few hundred people at the front gate right now. Unfortunately, I don't have time to stay very long,
Yep, nope.
but
Thanks for seeing the dog make it to us. Appreciate it.
before I go, I'm looking to get a recount of what you saw. My captain has sent me here for it, and she walks back to where you guys are kind of resting.
As soon as Serby popped in, Patu like ran towards him and basically like jumped to its knees, and started petting and hugging Serby. I'm so glad you made it.
Well,
Tail wagging and all
we
that.
accepted a mission from the guild in order to receive our commission. Our mission is not the right word. Endorsement
License?
from. We needed to get an endorsement from somebody in order to receive our license. We accepted a quest to cull some goblins that were causing problems out in the nearby farms. We went out to the rough area, found some dead goblins there. We followed the tracks from the aftermath of whatever skirmish happened at the farm to the plains, and we found some goblins fighting some wolves. We decided to eliminate what we could out of everybody there. 3 wolves ran away, and we managed to eliminate the rest of the goblins. We got our endorsement from the farmer, warned him about the tower that had appeared in the distance following what we thought was a meteor or some sort of offshoot of a large magic spell, in which we found a young woman. We brought her back to town with us. She has been seen to by a healer and is currently resting, I believe. And we warned the farmer about the impending danger because we saw creatures of unknown types. It was very far away, but we saw objects, creatures, figures moving around the base of the tower. We made our way back here as fast as we could, and then once we made it back to town, we've been in here ever since.
I see. And as you're kind of recounting this tale, your Eidolon notices movement first of the healer walking out, which kind of alerts you. There, Archie. But she looks at the Eidolon as she steps out and seems to be kind of frantic.
Archie's gonna come out of the room.
She turns to see turns towards the noise of the door opening, sees that Eidolon jumps out of her skin and takes a step back before seeing you.
Need to stop doing
she's
that,
like,
Archie.
Did you take the girl into your room?
No, I had my Eidolon here put her down in that room that you just came out of.
Yes, last night. And I came back with some additional ingredients, and she kind of gestures towards the door.
I never went in there.
As you look through, you see the sheets pulled back and no one in the bed.
Strange. At this point, since we're here and now, while the healer's watching, I'm going to dismiss my Eidolon.
So, what happens when you dismiss this giant plant creature?
Whoop! Right into the ground. Just
That's
Just
not how I
whoosh.
pictured it coming back to you. More of like
Nom,
kind of
nom,
like
nom,
bend
nom.
over and just
jeez.
It's also not what I pictured. Pictured you would have reached out your hand and like the vines kind of just wrapped around you and just fused with you.
Oh, it's gonna crawl back to the staff and everything, and then to me through the arm.
Lord.
What happens if you're not holding your staff and that happens?
It just goes
it
to my
crawls
arm.
up his butt.
It just goes to my arm or my leg. Hey, no butt.
No butt stuff. This is not a comeback story.
Well, as you send your Eidolon back, you see her shoulders kind of just drop a little as she relaxes, but then she turns towards the door and she immediately gets tense again. I feel like I failed you, and I'm sorry. What was your connection with her?
We found her.
Found? Oh, just a local villager?
No, we were out doing what we were needed to do for a quest. This tower showed up. At the same time, before the tower showed up, we saw what looked like a meteor come down and hit the ground, and she was in the crater.
She fell from the sky?
Yes.
He's a rock.
And you see her kind of like considering several thoughts. Okay, well, I do you think she went back?
There's no telling. If she's not there,
About what time is this?
Approximately about 5 in the morning.
Yeah, Miyako's up. He wakes up much earlier than I do. Okay.
Yeah, I love these fantasy stories. Actually, waking up at a decent hour, feeling rested.
Wow, getting a full 8 hours of sleep and not feeling like shit? Damn.
That
Wonder
is
what that's
pure
like.
fantasy.
Yeah, I'm guessing at this point, Miyako is able to hear all of this going on.
The door's open.
Then yes, she is coming out and going, what's going on?
I'm just gonna turn back. She's gone.
Going into the room, I'm gonna start looking around.
All right. Perception.
Yep. Come here, perception. Good perception. That is going to be a 24.
All right. One of the things you notice is that the bowl of water that had a rag sitting in it seems to be toppled over on the ground, and the wood itself has soaked in that water except for one area, and you notice a bare footprint. And it seems to be small. And
Which
it's
direction does it
angled
look
at
like?
the door.
At the door, okay. Seems like she walked out. Either that, or considering the way that the bowl toppled, she might have ran out. Doesn't seem like anything took her, so I'm guessing she's wandering the streets at this point.
I wonder if the owner saw her.
Yako's going out to check. Just like in a basic cloth tunic and cloth pants, because she can't afford anything else. You're broke, bitch, okay?
Bitch, I'm
Alright.
poor.
At this point, you walk out to see Serby getting all sorts of fuzzy loves.
Both mine and Serby's tails are wagging.
As well as a guardswoman sitting there with a notepad taking count from Jared. And at the movement, she turns momentarily to look at you, and then turns back to Jared to continue hearing the recount. But about this time, the recount is at its last few words.
She is going to be walking over.
Thank you for giving me all this information, sir. And she's looking at Jared.
I see a movement coming from the might section.
Hey, I figured he was going to say something.
There!
Bear.
I didn't do it.
There he is.
I know you didn't do it. That's the problem.
She looks at you and goes, "Well, thank you for your recounts, sir."
Oh, my friends call me Shorzy.
Uh, Sir Shorzy. Okay. Well, I must go take this recount back to the captain and help deal with the chaos at the gates. Personal recommendation: maybe stay inside the city for a while.
I will take that under advisement.
Also, there is word right now being passed down that the Adventurers Guild might be getting offered handsome rewards in regards to helping fortify the city for potential war.
Good to know.
Ooh, fun. I like war. War is fun. Out of character.
I was gonna say she turns to you.
War is so much fun when
and-
I'm not in it. Also out of character.
And she closes her note, gives you a bit of a bow, and spins on her heels and makes for the door.
A quick question. Have you seen a small girl with golden shackles around her wrists? Around the city?
No, unfortunately, I came from the front district straight here. And golden shackles. Are you talking about the one that was being carried by the
Yes.
tree?
Yes,
Oh,
that's the one.
No, unfortunately, I haven't seen her. I thought you were bringing her here.
We brought her here. The healer came back this morning to try some more things, and the girl is missing. Currently, from the footprint that I saw, it might be that she's either hiding somewhere here in the guild, or she is wandering the street.
Oh. I can put a watch out for her, and pass along to some of my guards, but, I haven't seen anything as of late. I do apologize.
Thank you for at least putting out the word.
She gives you a bow and, returns back to leaving the guild. And
Yeah, just small frustrated sigh before turning to Jared. It seems like she got out of bed, knocked over a bowl, and in the water that got soaked in, there was a footprint leading towards the door. As far as I can tell, she might have left. It doesn't seem like there was any struggle, so I'm guessing she left of her own volition. Possibly scared.
Hey, Batu.
Yeah.
I think you and Serby need to do some sniffing.
Serby, you remember what she smells like, right?
And then I kind of gesture for Serby to. I can't move Serby.
you can't move Serby? Didn't you place him down?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah. It just wasn't letting me for a second. I gesture for Serby to
Okay.
to go out. What? What? So, okay. Let me refresh my page.
just-
real quick.
It just does not want you to do things.
Nah, it moved
Yeah,
for a
you gotta
second and then
refresh
moved
the page.
back.
Oh, that was me. I was trying to wiggle it around so that you could try to regain control over it.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I tried to refresh and it just was a white page for a second there.
Oh, yeah, it took a second to load.
No, it wasn't even trying to load.
Oh,
Holy
and
relaunch game, alrighty. There I am.
I am also going to
Okay.
start wrapping up the session for today by doing a bit of a time skip.
Alrighty. My thought was to command Serby to step out and see if it catches the scent. So we are
Okay.
just out right here.
Okay. And for this, okay.
Is Carl gonna start sounding like Morgan Freeman?
Listen, I have
Smells.
a bit of a range, but I'm more comfortable in my register. Bite me. Uh, as you all kind of take your time to search throughout the day for this girl, nothing really comes up besides the fact that occasionally Serby picks up on a scent, but it doesn't really bring you to any answers. Seeing it happens randomly throughout the marketplace, the city, and even the front district. Some time goes past, and as you return back to the Adventurers Guild, you all are awarded a stamp on your citizen book. The stamp laid on top of one of the pages. They're all saying the stamp glows and burns a crest into the thick paper. As it gets removed, a golden emblem appears in its place, and it states honorary member of the Adventurers Guild. Copper
Honorary? What the hell? So we ain't full members yet? This is some shenanigans.
It's around about that time where all suddenly announcements of assistance being required for fortifying the city ring out. And over the next few days, jobs are given to adventurers that are willing to assist, with rewards of roughly about a few silver time. With these jobs, you all go out and help by the front gates, assisting with a bit of crowd management and making sure that some of the pikes get put up near the bridge. Upon returning back to the Adventurers Guild, your muscles sore, and being extremely tired, you return back to your room. And all the fleeting work you have done melts away from your muscles and is replaced by one confusing sensation. As sitting on your bed is the girl. And in a small voice, she looks at you and says, I understand you were the one that saved me. I don't know where I am. I need your help. And that's where we'll end today's session.
Fuck. Damn.
He's getting adopted.
Is this the third time Patu has gotten adopted?
Oh.
I thought I recognized this song. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like listening to the song going like, why does that sound familiar?
Such a good song for this.
Two of the people who are here know why I picked this song. You will find out next session.
It seems like Miyako's gonna have a little sister. Let's go.
Or big sister, we don't know yet. We don't know how old this meteor is.
She's small, so she's little sister.
Fucking hell,
Get it right.
meteor. God damn it.
I don't care how old she is. I cast Fireball.
It's not just a boulder, she's a rock.
Oh.
Oh man.
On the
So
YouTube
good.
on the YouTube side of things, I'm going to be switching it over to the other scene. That is it for tonight.
Yes, and for my Twitch chat, I will also be ending, but I will be back in about 30 minutes with some other stuff happening. Thank you for being here, everybody. It's so much fun.
Damn it. Oh, God damn it.